Hey guys, it's NCB Bryce Gallo, and today I have a very special video. So, just a couple minutes ago, I was challenged by one of my YouTube commenters to a game of chess. Now, he just created his account, and here it is, as you can see on screen. And so I have no idea what this guy's rating is, but he challenged me, so fair enough. I will accept your challenge. So, we'll probably do a couple blitz games, but we're just gonna wing this and see how it goes. I see he sent me a message, so let's see what that is up to. Hi, come and beat me. I am Bio Shadowdon, which is his YouTube username. Well, sir, I accept your challenge. Let's get on with this game. Let me send him a challenge. You guys might notice that my lighting's a little bit messed up, and that's because this just happened, and I just quickly turned on my computer and my camera and everything. So apologies for the poor lighting in this video. Let's do unrated because I have no idea what its rating is. I think 3 minutes will be fine. Let's send him a challenge. And he's accepted. Alright. He's got the white pieces, I've got the black. Let's say hello and good luck. Alright, he's going to go with that. I'm going to keep it very principled and I'll just respond with e5 here. Generally speaking, I like to go with the Caro-Kann. That's my typical opening for black, but to keep it a little bit interesting, I'll try a king's pawn opening. We'll see what kind of a game we get from here. He says, hi. Hello to you too, and welcome to YouTube. Thanks for the game challenge. I might regret that pretty soon. Let's play this. Gonna defend my pawn. He's attacking it, so gotta defend that. Since the threat here is he's gonna take my knight, I have to recapture, and then after that there's nothing defending my pawn on e5, which is bad. So I am going to try to avoid that. This way, however, I'm defending the pawn again. He's gonna play this. I'm gonna take because this is a threat. I can't move my knight out of the attack of the pawn because his bishop currently pins me. So I'm going to have to take that. If he does take back like this, I have to play this here. I have to play bishop to d7, developing a piece, supporting my knight. And the worst thing that could happen here is that I'm going to double my pawns. So here he can trade knights. I'll recapture with my bishop. He takes my bishop with check and takes there. Let's just take the knight, get rid of all these pins going on. So we got this attack here, the knight's attacking it. I think his best move here is to take my bishop with check after I recapture with the king, or sorry, the queen. He can take my knight and we are even. Looks like I'm up quite a bit of time here. He's going to have to speed up. Yes, he's got this. He's attacking this. It's not really a problem. Oh, I can't castle queenside. If I did that, I would hang this pawn over here. So I'll just blunder and play this. Let him take that bishop. I'm sorry, not the bishop, the pawn! I'm all over the place today. So if he does take the pawn, as this is a pretty big mistake, I think I have to play this, bishop to f6. Attacks the queen, defends the rook defends the knight. I think everything here is defended, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll play that. So blundered away a queen, but blundered away a pawn, not a queen. This is not a fantastic start, but I'm up quite a bit on time, so I don't think anything too bad is going to happen here. Now I think it's probably a good time to castle. He says, are you record? Yes. Yes, I am recording. Okay, good move. Attacking my bishop, which is defended by my knight, which I did want to move. Now I can't, otherwise I undefend it. Actually, I think I'm going to play this. I was going to play queen here to defend my bishop and then develop my knight, but I noticed this gives an extra attack for me. So my threat is I'm going to take this pawn and hopefully win back my pawn. But he does have 12 seconds left, so pretty close. Okay, this is a very good move. He's cutting off my attack the pawn there, and if I take, he's attacking this, but I don't think that is an issue, so I will go ahead and trade off the minor pieces. So recapturing here is the move, but he's going to time out. Good game. Let him know that he saw that hanging pawn I gave him on G7. He says 3 minutes is too short. Let's see if he wants a longer game. Alright. White pieces. You can pretty much count on me to play the Queen's Gambit every time. That is my go-to opening. It's very rare for me to play something else, but if I play any other opening, it's going to be King's Pawn. Or perhaps one of the Knight openings. Something very generic, and then I'll just develop pieces to the center. I usually don't go with like Sicilians or Gambits, really. I know it's called the Queen's Gambit, but you're not really gambiting up any material here. Oh, there it is. Took a while. I thought the game got aborted here. Knight f3, a nice little in-between move that I oftentimes will play before playing c4. Just preference. I mean, other than that, I could have played c4 first and then gone knight f3, but I mean, most of the time my opponents, they're not going to play anything different, you know, depending on which move I end up playing. So, I mean, either move looks good. So here I'm thinking bishop g5, pinning the knight. With the option of trading, it's just that if he takes here, I have to play this, and then can he defend it? Not 100% sure here. I don't want to play this quite yet, just because it kind of cuts me off. Cuts my dark square bishop off. He can't really get out very easily. I'm going to go with this. This will kind of put my opponent to the test here. If he takes my pawn, is he actually going to be able to hang on to it? Is going to be the question. And I have no idea if I can win it back either, so this will really be interesting. I think I just completely missed this for whatever reason. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired right now. Okay, so we'll check. Take the pawn next move. It's currently 8 p.m. over here while I'm filming this video, and if you know me at all, you'll know that I do not play chess very well at night, so this might be something that my opponent can use to his advantage here. I get tired at night. So my playing level drops significantly once we get to about 7:38. After that, I just get really tired and get tunnel visioned on stuff. Okay, attacking that. I don't think that's a problem. I can recapture, pretty sure. So I'll just develop a piece. Next move is probably going to be something along the lines of e3 with bishop to d3 coming up pretty soon, and maybe castling kingside. I don't know if I'll ever trade this. We'll just have to wait and see about that. Okay, a6. It's a good move. The idea is to play b5 here. Kick away my queen. I don't really want to give up my central pawn, but kicks away my queen. Is that even a big deal? Plays that. I back up. Maybe there. I'm just going to keep going with my original plan of development because I don't want to get too ahead of myself and start worrying a lot about threats, especially threats that haven't even happened yet. It's kind of just a waste of my time here. So he does play this. B5 looks good. Kind of like this move. Just want to see if my knight gets trapped if I do that. If I play that, can he play this? Knight goes back. Yes. Okay, so I'll play this. If he does attack my knight, I just found that I can bring my knight over to e4. I can pile up on this knight here. So that's not a problem. I have plenty of pieces defending this in the center here. He's only got one piece attacking it. Good move. He's hitting my knight. I wonder if I could... I can't take that. I thought he would have to take with a knight, but he can just take with the bishop. So... I'll defend my knight here. That way, if he decides to take my knight, I don't have to take back with the pawn here, because I would prefer to castle kingside in this position. My pawns are in a very nice position to defend my king. He does take. So I can't take with my knight, otherwise I hang this pawn here. My rook's under attack. I don't really want to take with that piece, so maybe queen. Let's go with the queen. Recapture there. I'm adding a little more pressure over here, but right now he does have it very well defended. Again, my future plans are going to be trying to castle kingside here and kind of seeing where that goes. He's attacking my knight. Let's see if I play this. He takes. That's a problem. Trying to find a way to rotate my knight in, maybe like this, but that is defended by both his knight and his bishop, so that's not going to work. Take that. I was thinking if I take the knight, then he takes the, I don't know, queen maybe, and then I could bring my knight over here, but I don't think that's going to work either. I'd rather not put my knight back where he was, if that is possible. I'll go ahead and take here. See what happens. Ideally, I would like to bring my knight over here to e4. If he brings, or if he recaptures with his knight, I'm not so sure that it's possible. Takes the queen. That is attacking things. So I think I have to trade queens here. It's not what I wanted, but because I kind of walked into that. Trade queens. I'd anticipate he takes with the knight. And after that, I'll have to bring my knight over here, I think. If I do that, can he play this? He takes with the pawn. That is interesting. If I play this, he goes there. I think my knight's trapped. Well, this is not comfortable what I have to do with this knight, but I think I'll just bring him over here. Probably push a pawn, try to get my knight out this way, and probably centralize my rook, either on c1 or on d1. We'll just have to wait and see about that. So he is attacking this. I think I can just castle. So I'll do that. If he takes here, I take with the bishop. Then I'm fine. The real question is, where can I put this knight somewhere more comfortable? Like, he's pretty useless right here. The only square he's actually attacking is now covered twice, now that he just moved that. I was thinking if I play this, he might actually be thinking about that move, which is actually pretty good. Let's see. Let's play this. If he does go here, I'll bring my rook over. He does bring his he brings his rook in. I'm thinking a move like this actually. He says you are a hard player. Well, thank you. I do my best. Play this. Just defend this. I think if I had played something like this, he can actually just take here after I take back. He brings his rook in. Check here, takes another pawn. That doesn't look so good for me. It might be survivable. It probably is. Ooh, that was a good move. Overlooked that. Well, I gotta take that now. So now after he takes, he'll be up a piece. Attacking my rook too. That's not good. Let's see what I can do with this. Again, I seem to have gotten myself into a pretty uncomfortable position. Let's see, bring the rook over here or here. Check there, takes. It's not good looking. Well, I guess I'll try this. The problem here is that he's covering both of these squares, and once his rook comes in, if I move here and he takes my pawn, and I do nothing with my king, he can just drop his rook down here for checkmate. It'd be way better if I could get this knight out of here. Maybe a move like that might help a little bit. I think I have to go here. If I go here, he just, or whoops, he doesn't take that. He takes this with check after the king moves, picks up a free rook. He's definitely doing very well here. I think I did make a blunder somewhere in here. Might have been when I brought the rook over. I don't know. Bishop d3 did look nice, but I don't know if that was a better move. Guess we can take a better look at it later. So he doesn't take my pawn. That's very interesting. I think he wants to come in here with that move. So let's cut that off. If he brings his knight into d3, then he is attacking f2, which is quickly going to become a target. He does take the pawn now, and threatening checkmate, so gonna have to go here. And then rook h1, I think, is actually game over. Very unfortunate. I guess king e1 would have been a lot better than bringing the king up here. After check, he just takes the rook. Ah, very much not good for me. But anyway, very good game, well played. Ah, there it is. Good game. Yeah, one blunder. Curious to see which move that was. Really? B3 was the blunder. Oh, this was another blunder. Interesting. I didn't think about taking that knight at all, just because the bishop recaptures after that. It says mate in 6 if I do play king e1. Yes, because there's not really anywhere I can go. These squares are also covered. After he plays this, takes the rook, he can probably just slide back to d1. Yeah, definitely does not look good. Alright, well, he definitely put me in my place in that game. He played very well, actually. According to the analysis, he played with 99.2% accuracy, which is very, very good. He said he was up for another game. I can try my luck again, see if I can do any better in the second game. He says, can I say hi to YouTube? Well, there you go. Just said hi to YouTube. YouTube, say hi back. Very fun. And we're in the game. Alright. Alright, aiming for something over 50% accuracy in this game. Last one I got 42.9. Round 2. Alright, got the black pieces this time. So just like in the Blitz game, I could go with the King's Pawn opening this time. I could go with Carl Khan. Let's see what he plays. Maybe I could spice it up with a completely different opening. King's Pawn again. Kinda don't want to go with Carl Khan, but I'll try it. It's a little bit different. Alright, so looking like the main line for the Carl Khan so far. He can do either one of those moves, or he could just develop a knight. Develops, okay. I will take your pawn. And then after knight takes, bishop f5 is the typical response here. I'm going to try to play a little bit faster in this game. Last game I ended up playing a little bit too slowly. I fell behind on time pretty quick. So this again is another theory move. This is the best move. And in this position, it's typically best to go back to g6. There's other moves you can play if you want, but this one is generally the best one. Alright. Let's go knight f6 here. Developing pieces. Probably something like knight to d7 is coming up pretty soon. Queen to b6 is possible, although he does have this move. Discovered attack on the... Whoops. Arrow should not be going there. Discovered attack on my queen. Could be a little bit bad. And we'll take that piece. It's taking a little bit to take it back. Yeah, recapturing the bishop is really the only good move here. Let's go with this. Knight to d7. I'm thinking right now probably e6. Bishop to d6 following that. Developing my pieces, and I'll probably end up castling kingside. We will see. Good move, good move. Knight f3, developing his last piece. I'd imagine he'd castle kingside. Maybe. Queenside's also possible, but if he wanted to castle queenside, he could have done that on the last move. Or maybe he's just developing his pieces. Either one. Knight e2. That's a unusual move. Alright. I will develop my last piece and then probably castle. Castles. I'll castle as well. Probably going to centralize my pieces. And actually here I could probably go for a queenside storm, a pawn storm. Those are actually looking really nice here. Okay, this is a good move. I think I'll probably play this here. Next move is going to be something like b5. Trying to open up the position. Try to get a pawn storm going. If he plays this, if he plays c5 to attack my bishop, I can always drop back. Let's go with b5 here. If takes, I think I'll take with the a pawn, just because in general you're supposed to take towards the center with pawns when you have an option. Ooh, that's a good move. Another good move. After the trade, this pawn's under attack. Let's play this. Defend my pawn after takes. I still want to take this way, if I can. So I will leave that option open. I think I'm going to drop back my bishop just because I feel like it's a target here. He can play this. I'm imagining that after the pawn eventually pushes, which I'm pretty sure is a move that white is thinking about, long-term speaking, because just doing it right now would end up hanging a pawn. But long-term, if he does that and then the pawns are traded off and the queen comes down, I feel like my bishop would have been a target here on d6. A very solid move. Very well played. Let's go with knight to b6. Just going to build up a little bit of pressure here on c4. And then work from there. I'm wondering if this hangs a pawn after takes, takes, takes. I'm gonna snag that pawn. After takes, takes, the rook comes here. White actually I think is fine. I overlooked this already. So after I take, he can just slide his rook over, and then after I move my knight away from the attack, he can pick up the pawn there. He's playing very well in a second consecutive game. So instead of going with that, I'm going to lock up the position here. I'm going to try to stop his pawn from advancing, and maybe I can put my knight on d5. Looks like a nice square there. If I can get my knight to d5, I have targets like the bishop here, possibly coming over here, and things look good. I'm going to play this. I'm going to cut off his queen's attack of my knight, and leaves me with a very strong bishop. Over here my bishop wasn't really doing anything. He's just kind of eyeing up this whole file. But now here he's got several different places he can look. Knight e5 is a good move. Centralizing his minor pieces. I could probably do the same, just kind of copy. Knight e4. Looks alright. Sets me up for a discovered attack. I'm thinking like this, but then after bishop comes to f4, then there's a discovered attack I have to worry about. What to do here? I really want to play knight to e4, but after this, after he just pushes his pawn, I think he kicks me out again. Maybe this move actually does what I want. I'll challenge this knight. In the future, I'd like to push this pawn if possible, but his queen is on this diagonal, which is a little bit of a concern. I'd have to move my king over to h8 to avoid that. There's another good move. If I do let him take here, he just ends up winning a pawn. That's definitely not good. I guess there's no harm in dropping my bishop back. So I'll do that. If I just leave my bishop here, the trade does not end well for me. My knight here is sufficiently defended. He's got a knight and a queen defending. If I need to, I can play rook b8. And the bishop here just gets out of all harm's way. I do like this move here. There's no attacker on the c6 pawn, so my idea here, discovered attack on the queen. I'd anticipate that he's going to move his queen, but if he does, perhaps I can actually get my bishop back here once again, trying to blockade this queen side. Yeah. What can I really want to push this pawn, but so far I'm a little underprepared. Actually, that's not a good move. The bishop comes here, skewers me. I guess this is alright. Maybe. We will see. Rook b1. There. Wait, there. Takes. Let's go. Let's go with this move. Kind of opening up the position. Hopefully at the end of this, it'll get me some more space to move my pieces around. I feel like my pieces are a little bit crammed over here. So I'll see if I can get them out. Plays that instead. I was pretty sure he was going to take, but he didn't. Let's bring the other rook over. Once this knight eventually moves, depending on, of course. I mean, the knight can go either place. After that, I've got a hopefully a powerful rook in the center of the board. Right now, we're definitely playing a very positional game because so far the material is even. So it's very positional. So I gotta find a way to break through this. Rook to b5. If I just play this, he wins the pawn here. Maybe this move? I'm definitely getting outplayed here right now. This is a move you usually don't see up until, I want to say, like 1400 on chess.com. It's a pretty high level move. This little rook has been moving all over the place. I'm trying to defend everything here. His rook is in a very powerful position. He does take. So taking there's a mistake that would hang my knight right there, so I guess bishop takes. Oh, I didn't mention it, but just a second ago his knight was attacking my rook. So I have to do something about it, and I can't really move my rook without undefending one of these two pieces. Now, can I... No, if I take that, he takes there. Well, I think I have to move my knight somewhere. Let's try this. It is not looking good for me again. He's got this move coming up. He can't do it right away because I do have my knight there, but... Oh boy. I think this might actually be decent. Yeah. Knight d4, it's supporting this move. Alright. Knight f6. Discovered attack on his knight, and it is undefending the b8 square, which I'm a little bit concerned he's going to bring down his rook to. But I think I can survive this. Maybe. Let's go here. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's bad. It's actually really bad. So after takes, queen takes, rook comes down here supported by the bishop. Ah. Yeah. Very, very much not good. So rook b8 is the logical next move here. There's nothing I can do to get out of this, I don't think. Let's play this so at least I get the rook in the exchange. ShadownKerambite, you are definitely outplaying me. Very nicely done. Oh, he's not going to take my piece. I would say thank you, but I'm pretty sure there is a diabolical plan coming up very, very soon. Let's go with this. I just don't want to let his queen come over to b7, if I can help it. But now I realize I just blundered again. Oh man. Yeah, after he takes the rook, king recaptures, queen to b8. Attacks my rook, attacks my king, and yeah, I'm pretty sure all of these are going to fall pretty soon. He's got 30 seconds. He's going to have to start playing a little bit faster here. Ooh. Okay. Well, I think I have one move, because that would just end up in checkmate. Queen comes down here. The rook can't block because the bishop is pinned to the king. Ugh. Yes, yes, very, very bad. Looking not so good for me. 13 seconds, my only chance here is on time. Check there. Checkmate. Where do I go that's not checkmate instantly? Maybe here. King goes back up. Wow, that was quite the game. Ended up winning on time, but definitely was getting outplayed that entire game. Very good game. You play strongly. You play quite strongly. Is strongly a word? I don't know. Hopefully. I mean, it makes sense at least. My brain almost explode. Well, this has been quite the evening. Got beat up pretty badly in a game against an anonymous YouTube chess player. No rating. Although chess.com does give him a starting rating of 800, he definitely plays far beyond 800. I would argue that he's probably playing, I don't know, like 1800 level on chess.com ratings. Man, nothing there I could really compete against. But I guess we can take a look at the game report, see what it looked like. Hopefully I got above that 50% accuracy mark. Maybe. 56.8. I thought for a second 89.4 was my accuracy, but that was him. 56.8. Wow. Yeah, looks like a very smooth game for him. Just always in white's favor. And he had mate a couple times here. Let's see, where was it? Mate in 2. Ooh. I didn't see that. This is checkmate right there. Wow. Very strong game. Congratulations on the 2 wins, ShadownKerambite, or Kerambite. Good game, and thanks for playing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this battle against one of my YouTube subscribers. If you would like to play a game against me in a video like this, be sure to add me as a friend on chess.com. My username is RogueAI3160. And also be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching. Check out my new website, chessuc.com, if you want to see blog posts, exclusive videos that have never been released on my YouTube channel before, and lots of other good content over there. So, thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.